Happy Friday, Bears. We made it through our first full week. This is First Chapter Friday. Welcome to our first one. And today I wanted to share with you one of our Rebecca Cottle nominees for this year for the 2024 award. And it's called The Unforgettable Logan Foster by Sean Peters. Logan Foster is an orphan. He's always been in foster care. He's always looking for some ideal parents who might want to adopt him. But he's a little awkward, knows lots of weird facts. He loves to share weird, random facts with people. And so he's had a kind of a tough time. But you can see on the cover that his new PPs, what he calls his prospective parents, are a little bit different. And turns out that they're superheroes, and they are caught in the middle of a battle with some sinister forces. And so Logan gets swept up into this adventure with his new PPs. So the first chapter just involves him introducing himself, and he's writing a letter to the brother that he doesn't know. But when he was found by the adoption agency, when he was discovered, as he'll tell us, he was wearing a World's Best Big Brother shirt. So he figures he must have a brother out there somewhere, or sibling out there somewhere. Hello, my name is Logan Foster. I do not know your name, but if you are reading this, it means I am your big brother. That is a fact. Of course, it's possible that you are totally unaware that you even have an older brother, because we haven't seen each other in more than 9 years. Not since I was 3, and you were even younger, which would be why you don't remember me. If you've been in orphanages or foster homes like I have been, I suppose it's possible we've unknowingly crossed paths since that time. But then there are literally billions of things that are technically possible, and very few of them actually ever happen. If you are still reading this, I am going to assume that you've either accepted what I've written above as a true statement, or we have met and performed DNA tests, which has confirmed my claim. Actually, the current commercially available DNA test is only 99.72% accurate, but that still makes it significantly more reliable than just taking my word for it. I know, I got off track. I do that. You should know that about me, since I'm your big brother. There are probably thousands of things you should know about me. But for now, I will only list 3 of them, since I don't want to overwhelm you. The things you should know are: 1, I am legally named Logan Foster, which probably is not the name our parents gave me. When the security workers at Los Angeles International Airport found the 3-year-old version of me in the empty jetway of a flight that had just left for Boston, the only identification on me was a handwritten L. Foster on the tag of my t-shirt. The front of it read, "World's Best Big Brother." I still have the shirt, even though it no longer fits. I have been told I was given the name Logan because that is the name of the airport in Boston. I don't mind the name Logan. It's better than Lax, which is what people call the airport in Los Angeles. The last name Foster is not my favorite, even though it might be our last name. It's just not a good name for an orphan. 2, I have an eidetic memory. Most people call it a photographic memory, but most people also call spiders insects, and they're actually arachnids. I can remember every detail of everything I've ever seen, read, or heard. So when I write about something someone said, that's exactly what he or she said. I have never forgotten anywhere I've been or anyone I've met, except for you and our parents. People call that ironic, but I think it is more frustrating than anything else. 3, I believe that you are alive somewhere and that someday I will meet you. This is not a fact, but it's also not just your standard orphan fantasy. I hear the other boys talking all the time about expecting their real parents to show up and reclaim them, just like Act 1, Scene 2 of Annie, or Act 1, Scene 6 of Les Miserables. That's not me. I am not a little girl singing on stage about finding her parents. I am not good at singing. I am not a little girl, and I am not interested in finding our parents because they apparently were not interested in ever finding me. However, I am very good at research, deductive reasoning, and logical problem solving, and I intend on getting even better at all of them. So I believe I will find you at some point, and then we will know each other. I have always believed this, but lately, let's just say there have been some not normal things going on in my life. Not that my life is ever technically normal, but this has been a whole new level of not normal, and I've been having a hard time getting my head around it. This is rare. I generally can get my head around anything given enough time and information. I have so much I want to tell you and so much I want to ask you. But the way things are progressing right now, I decided I should probably write some of it down in case I never get the chance. In case I'm dead or something. That reminds me of a fourth thing I should tell you. I don't know why I didn't include it in the top three, except that people always do things in threes, especially when they're writing. That practice goes way back to ancient Greece. Four, I'm kinda an unofficial superhero, but not the kind that wears a cape or tights. So far, I have never worn tights. I have no plans to either, but I'm not sure my own plans matter much at this point. I should probably go back to how it all started. Things start at the beginning. That is a fact. So he goes back then in the next chapter to the beginning. But Logan sounds like a pretty awesome kid, pretty interesting kid, and one who apparently is mixed up in some sort of superhero drama. So check out The Unforgettable Logan Foster. We have a few copies down here, and it's on this year's award list. So I will be back next Friday and every Friday with a new first chapter. So tune in. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend.